Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, something very special happened that I want to share with you guys. I finally bought an Ultra Dragon, and it's not the Ninjago crystallized Ultra Dragon. No, I honestly don't think that set is worth it at the end of the day. Way too expensive, and the only reason why I would buy that set is for the Golden Oni Lloyd minifigure, which I just ended up buying on Bricklink, so there's really no reason for me to get that set. However, like I said, I did buy an Ultra Dragon, and you already know that it's not the Golden Ultra Dragon, and it's also not the one from Legacy, which means yes, I did buy the original Ultra Dragon from the Epic Dragon Battle set, which came out in 2012. And here it is, finally, in my collection. Now, for those that don't know, this is a set that I've been wanting ever since I was really young, and the eBay listing that I found did not include the entire Epic Dragon Battle set, just the Ultra Dragon as it came in that original set. There was no Great Devourer in this listing, there was no minifigures, not even the Green Ninja, that's just an extra Green Ninja that I had on standby, and there was no Snake Prison, we just have the dragon here. And like I said, I found it for a pretty good deal on eBay, only about $60 for this dragon, which is pretty good considering the original went for about $120, the original set went for about $120 US, and just giving you guys a very quick rotation here, I want to spend today's video talking about this set. Like I said, this was a dream set of mine way back in the day. Back when I was about 11 or 12 watching Ninjago Season 1, and I saw that this set was announced, I knew that I needed to get it. Unfortunately, as a small child, I really didn't have the funds to buy that set. Nowadays, since I'm a little bit older, I do have a stable job, or stable-ish job, I guess you could say. I went ahead and bought this set because, like I said, it was cheap and I could finally afford it. And I gotta say, this dragon, just as great as I thought it would be. Obviously, it's pretty big. As you can see, it's quite massive. It's kind of hard to get it all in frame, but I just want to spend today's video, again, just kind of talking about it. Not really in terms of like a formal review, because I don't have the entire set here in front of me, but I do want to give my quick thoughts on this dragon. But yeah, honestly, I'm very impressed by this thing. The build process was a lot of fun, and also the Ultra Dragon did have some stickers right here and right here, which did come with my copy, but they were very loosely put on there. It wasn't really the best sticker placement ever. You know, Lego stickers, you only get one shot at those things, and yeah, the stickers were just really haphazardly put on there. I decided to take them off. They didn't really mean a whole lot to me. Otherwise, yeah, this is how the dragon came in the original 2012 Epic Dragon Battle set, and let's dive in closer and take a closer look at some of the more detailed features of this dragon. I think a good place to start would be at the heads. Like I said, this isn't going to be a super professional look at this set. I just want to casually go through this here. The heads are really nice. As you can see, though, only two of the heads, the lightning head back here, the yellow one, and the ice head over here, only those two heads actually have launchers. They do have these Bionicle pieces and these Bionicle spheres right here that were used in a lot of Bionicle sets back in the day, and of course those dragon heads can launch, and these were the original dragon heads for those that didn't know. They were nicely molded, nicely colored as well. Obviously the Ultra Dragon is supposed to be a representation of all four original dragons combined, and I think for the most part they nail it here. Unfortunately, yeah, only two of the heads have launchers, the lightning head back here and the ice head right here. The fire and earth heads, if I can bring those guys up here, but yeah, as you can see, those two heads are completely open. I do like how they look though overall, and you can put like figures in the mouths if you really wanted to. Again, these connections are kind of loose on my copy. Again, might just be because of its age, because this thing is rather old and it was a used copy, so that makes sense there. I will say though, in terms of like modifications, I've always wanted to modify these heads and include launchers on all four of the heads. I think that would just look awesome. That's been a modification that I've been thinking about ever since I was a little kid dreaming about this set. I always thought to myself, I would love to have launchers in all four of the heads, and in fact, I do have the pieces here on standby, so why don't we just go ahead and just do that right now? Yeah, that is much more of a complete look right there. Also, the upper heads are on these short joints, these ball joints. You can move those around. Those are a little bit brittle though. Those are the old school Bionicle ones, which do have a tendency to break, so I'm trying to be very careful with this thing. It is also old, so I don't want to break those joints there. Might be hard to try to find replacements. The bottom heads are on longer joints, longer ball and socket joints, so yeah, the bottom heads need to be on longer joints so they can actually pose around and actually move, which you can pose these heads quite a bit depending on what you want. I kind of like to have them all aligned like so. I think that looks the best there. One thing that I was never a huge fan of was the Green Ninja chariot seat thing on this dragon. I will say it is easy enough to get Lloyd out of there. All you got to do is move these little shotguns or these little muskets aside there, and Lloyd just kind of sits in there. He doesn't really plug in. There's not really a place for him to connect fully, but he does have kind of like a groove groove in there already built, so his arms kind of line up with that groove, and all you got to do is secure him with the guns, like I said, and he is there to stay. He's not going to fall out, which I think is important for play and whatnot. The entire dragon also has a fantastic color scheme consisting of the obvious white and also black and brown and gold, a little bit of gold, and of course these nice transparent green pieces used on the entire build. I'm not a huge fan of the way that the tail looks, to be honest. The tail kind of looks a little bit empty. Doesn't really look the best when you're just displaying the tail out like that. You can adjust these pieces if you really want. They are on hinges, but they don't go down that far, so yeah, that's as far down as they'll go. This thing can go down quite a bit, though. That can actually lay flat, but still, I'm not the biggest fan of how this looks. These gaps here just kind of look a little bit ugly to me, but I get what they're trying to go for here. These are trying to be feathers, right? It's trying to be like a feathered dragon tail, and of course, as you can see, we do have the swaying tail, the wagging tail that a lot of other dragons would, go on to adopt as well. Can't really move the thing up and down. Maybe that will be something that I modify as well. I'll probably turn this tail into a ball jointed tail. I'm not a huge fan of the tail, to be honest, but it looks fine. It's a tail. It's good for play. I do like the wings, though. The wings are open and epic, and they look pretty sweet. I love how the wings look. Each wing right here is done up with these nice white blade pieces. I like how those look quite a bit, and the function involving the wings is also really cool. In addition to this entire thing just being super beastly, the function itself is also a lot of fun. As you can see, we do have this Technic lever up here, and what the intention was back in the day was you were supposed to grab this handle, and once you did grab the handle, to swing the Ultra Dragon around or whatever during play, as you would lift the entire thing up using this handle right here, the wings would also come up like that. So you got that look going on there. Might be a little bit hard to see on camera, so I'm kind of picking you guys up off the tripod there. But yeah, that's what it would look like all splayed out. You put the dragon down, and the wings would fold back. You would go to pick it up, and the wings would jet out like that, and you could fly the dragon around. And that look right there is actually pretty nice. I love how that looks quite a bit, actually. I think the dragon looks intimidating like this. And again, that's a handle back there, so you can like grab the dragon and swing him around if you want, fly him around. I imagine if I was still a kid playing with this thing, I would have a lot more fun with it. But as it stands, it's an alright function. Maybe I'll end up modifying the thing at some point, making those wings more splayed out as it is, because you can't really move them around aside from the function. There's not like a ball joint in there or anything like that. Maybe that's something that I will change. But overall, I like how the wings look. Very epic, for lack of a better term. This dragon is indeed epic. The legs are also just okay. Nothing really too special going on with the legs. You got the ball joints down there, and they use the classic bionicle feet too. Lots of bionicle parts used on this thing, which I do like. It brings me back to a simpler time. 2012, that was when a lot of older bionicle parts were being retired, but a lot of those older parts were last used on this dragon. So this dragon in a weird way was kind of like a send-off for a lot of pieces, including, again, the neck pieces on the dragon heads. I think this set was the last one to use those officially before they transitioned into the more sturdy ones overall. But yeah, really cool set in my opinion. I'm glad that I finally have this thing, and like I said, I do think this is better than the Golden Ultra Dragon from Ninjago Crystallized and the Legacy Ultra Dragon as well, which the Legacy Ultra Dragon I really had no desire to get, nor do I have any desire to get the Crystallized Ultra Dragon, but this guy right here, I've always wanted him, and I'm glad that I finally have him in my collection. I like this dragon overall, not too bad. I don't really feel the need to get the rest of the set either. I don't really need the Great Devourer, I don't really need the Snake Prison, nor do I need all the minifigures. Again, I have most of those already, so not a big deal there. I just wanted the dragon, and in terms of the dragon itself, I think it looks pretty awesome, especially with my modifications, with the heads especially. I might modify some other stuff on the dragon later on, like I said, but as of right now, I'm happy with how this guy looks. Not really that bad of a look in my opinion. I think the dragon looks pretty epic, again, for lack of a better word there. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. Just a very quick and casual video of me going through this set. It's a set that I've always wanted. It's a set that I've been wanting since childhood, and I'm glad that I finally have it in my collection about 10 years later. Only took me 10 years to get this thing, but I'm glad I finally have it because it looks pretty beastly, and I'm glad to finally have an Ultra Dragon in my collection. So thank you all very much for watching. Leave a comment down below discussing what you think about this set. I hope you guys had fun watching today's video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this original Ultra Dragon. And do you have this set? If so, what do you think about it? Or alternatively, what's a Ninjago set that you've always wanted but never ended up getting? For me, this guy was always at the top of the list. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again later. Peace.